We have all had to experience social distancing, and this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
And welcome back online. If you joined us for the girls earlier today, hello again. And if you didn't, well, hi for the first time on this Saturday evening. Norwell set to take on New Haven here on the road as the Norwell Knights still seeking their first conference victory here on the road tonight in a historically difficult place to win. Alongside Jacob Collins, I'm Derek Decker. Pleasure to be with you for this Saturday evening contest. New Haven comes in 7-4, 1-1 thus far in the NE8. Their only loss to Leo. Last year they went 6-1. Their only loss to Norwell. So a team that contended for the title a season ago. They continue to improve. This is a sectional championship team from last year. They beat Homestead in the sectional championship down in Huntington. Of course, their season cut short alongside Norwell's. But here tonight, the Bulldogs looking to continue to roll. They're an offensive-minded team, always are, under the seventh-year direction of Bruce Stevens, and they're looking for big things out of Thomas Latham, Jacob, and Darion Brooks.
Yeah, you know, New Haven's a team that's always liked to push the pace a little bit, and they're very willing to take some chances both on the offense and defensive side of the ball. And really what Norwell needs to do is they need to stick to doing what they do well. They need to play good fundamental offense and defense, and they need to not get flustered by New Haven's speed and athleticism.
Well, that's obviously going to be the case tonight. New Haven also has pretty good size across the board. They don't have any great big giant size, but they're pretty good across the board. Norwell doesn't quite have that, and New Haven's got some better depth off the bench. One thing, I was talking to Mike McBride, Norwell's coach, before the game tonight, and he said one thing that's going to be most important is getting first shot rebounds. New Haven is a team that averages 10 offensive rebounds a game, and that's going to be critical to getting a win tonight.
Yeah, Norwell, you know, they can't do anything really particularly bad because this is a New Haven team that, you know, we talked about this a little bit before we came on air, that when they get hot, they get red hot. Yeah. So keeping the ball out of their hands offensively as much as possible and grabbing those first-look defensive rebounds is going to be completely crucial.
You are watching the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton, and it's your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. It's Billy Ann Supper Pub, located in downtown Bluffton. We'll take a break and return after this with the rest of our pregame show right here on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business at Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Welcome back to New Haven. About 3 minutes before we get our festivities underway here tonight at New Haven inside of a really nice facility. And by the way, if you haven't been in here to check it out, it's been renovated recently. They've got a new floor this year. They've also got a new field house next door, which is almost brand new. You walk in there and it smells like a new car. Norwell fell in that game 41-31 over in the auxiliary gym here before the varsity contest tonight. And in here, the Norwell Knights JV team got a 42-30 victory, so they're overmatched here tonight. Let's talk a little bit more about Norwell, a team that's coming off of a 53-50 loss, back-to-back one-possession losses, one at home, one on the road. And again, talking to Coach Mike McBride before the game, he said, we're 2 shots away from being 7-6 right now. So as much as Norwell doesn't like to see the 5-8 number, especially after the 0-5 start, they're still working in the right direction, and a lot of that based on the back of Luke McBride.
Yeah, for sure. Luke McBride has been nothing short of spectacular the last couple of days. And, he's really stepped up when Norwell needed a bucket or a stop defensively and done it on both ends. And, lots of the reason why Norwell struggled in these close games is just the lack of senior or even upperclassmen leadership in those type of roles.
Right.
I mean, you have one senior and one junior on the roster. In the rest, you're playing freshmen and sophomores. Yeah. So they just don't have the experience in those games late into the game when it's close. that, a junior or senior would, and you really can't overstate how important that can be.
So I like to claim the title Norwell Athletics Historian sometimes, but I'm actually not one. And my recent memory only goes back about a decade, so I can only tell you that far. But I think there's a realistic chance that this is Norwell's youngest team maybe ever that's gotten. I mean, you're talking about a group that starts 4 sophomores typically. Tonight they're starting 5 sophomores because Eli Riley is not starting. John Colbert getting the nod here on the road tonight. And I'm telling you, this is a group that's got a long way to come. They've already come so far in 13 games. After that 5-game stretch to start, Norwell has grown immensely. Everything's gotten better. Their three-point shooting percentage, their free throw shooting percentage after Coach McBride had them in there before school several days in a row. This is just a group that is really fun to watch, and it's going to be really, really good. And I think a cool experience to see them grow over the course of 3 years, because you're talking about guys that are building chemistry now, have played together and had lots of success for a long time, learning how to win at the varsity level, and by the time this group gets to be into their senior year,
lots of experience.
They're going to be, they're going to be poised for a season very much like they had last year.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to have some weapons whenever McBride is a senior, and you see some of these other sophomores as they start to develop further. They're really
there's a couple more down on the JV
There
team,
really is. There really is. They're not short of any weapons in the coming years. And what Coach McBride has really done a spectacular job of so far this season is just teaching them the fundamentals. And, you've really seen that since their 0-5 start, how much better fundamentally they have become as a basketball team.
Yeah, they do a better job of taking care of the basketball. Dwenger, that was a point of emphasis. The problem at Dwenger, one of the big problems was the fact that they were minus 12 in the rebound margin. Rocco Sioka killed them on the offensive glass, especially in the first half, but Norwell didn't go away. I mean, that's the thing when Coach McBride was talking to me earlier tonight. It's like, that's the thing with this group, is they did some things not so well. Minus 12, gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of putbacks, and they lost by 3, and they had 2 chances to tie the game. Yeah. So they were very much in the game. They got a couple pretty good looks off right before the end of regulation that potentially could have sent it to overtime, an open 3 from Colbert. So it's tough to fault this team for what they're doing right now. It's a group that plays hard continually. And again, it just is a learning curve. They've got Lures coming up on Tuesday night on the road, and then East Noble Friday night before traveling to Columbia City the following Thursday. So not the jam-packed schedule we've seen on the ladies' side here over the last week. But nevertheless, getting into the groove of things. Also a game added against Manchester in February that replaced the previous Heritage game, which was expedited earlier this season. So all kinds of schedule adjustments. We'll be back live on the air on Monday night down at Jay County, of course, weather pending. But that'll be an audio-only broadcast, and then we'll have the Lady Night season finale, regular season finale, at the Castle on Tuesday night. It's a 6 o'clock varsity-only tip. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll return with starters in the tip after this on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246. Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you, or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Back here at New Haven, let's join the public address announcer at this time for tonight's starting lineups. That didn't get you excited. I don't know what will.
I'm ready to play some basketball now, Derek. I don't know about you.
Well, we've got a conference battle here at New Haven tonight. Norwell and New Haven, as these two teams set to battle once again. Norwell won last year by 9 points. They were trailing, though, by a deuce going into the fourth quarter. Was a tremendous game down at the Castle. New Haven was a talented team last year. They're a talented team once again this year, and that'll be on full display here tonight. It'll be the 6'5 senior Thomas Latham to jump it up against the 6'3 sophomore Brody Bolin. As we mentioned, the Knights are starting 5 sophomores tonight as this group continues. I didn't think it was possible to get younger in the starting lineup, but it was, and the tip is easily won by Latham. And off we go from New Haven. Jakar Williams walks it across. Hey, that name might sound familiar to you, the quarterback for New Haven. He is a load. I mean, this guy is a man. Underneath they go. Easy bucket on the first possession by Trey Wright, who averages 8 points a game. And New Haven pretty easily got to the rim on that first possession. Leighton Bailey will walk it across the timeline. New Haven will intermittently bring backcourt pressure here tonight. And the Bulldog bench is into it. McBride will pop the three. He missed it short, and the rebound taken out of there by Darian Brooks for the Bulldogs. It's a team that's going to push pace. We mentioned it in the pregame here tonight. A team that's comfortable running at a quick pace, and Thomas Latham throws in the three. Could have been a better start here for New Haven, as they got an easy bucket on their first set and then a transition three on their second, and it's 5-0 a minute in. It's really too bad there are not an abundance of fans here tonight. We've got parents and siblings only. In fact, Norwell only allowed one parent here tonight. But this is a gym that just the way it's built with the metal roof and everything, that's really got the potential to come alive when there's a good crowd in here. The shot missed by Colbert, the step through by Wright, the kick to Turnwald, and he missed it off the back iron. What a rebound, though, underneath by Darion Brooks, and it's finished off by Dre Wright. And there's a timeout. And you can understand why. Norwell looked outmatched in the first 95 seconds. It's a 30. We'll be back in a minute on The Voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Well, Jacob, it wasn't obvious. If it wasn't obvious in the pregame, Norwell needed to get off to at least an okay start here tonight, but disaster from the outset has New Haven up a touchdown.
Yeah, New Haven offensively has just looked so comfortable these first few possessions. They've had their way and been able to do whatever they wanted, and Norwell has to mix it up somehow to make them a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, they've done a really good job, and that speed and athleticism is on full display here in the first few moments. That we were just talking in the break. I don't understand how Darion Brooks was able to get that rebound, but he did, and then fed it underneath to Dre Wright. 7-0. New Haven is on top, not even 2 minutes into our Saturday night contest. McBride is bumped as Jackson Turnwald hit the deck, and McBride kind of fell into him. First foul of the night here on either squad. On the ladies' side, Norwell clinched a Northeast State title today outright on the road in Kendallville. They beat East Noble 69-49, and they improved to 18-3 on the season, finishing off a perfect 7-0 Northeast State slate. That's Bailey with it on the wing, trying to feed it into Bolin. Instead, it goes to Graft, who's dribbling low near the baseline. Yeah, this New Haven defense has been really good in man so far. Bolin has it stripped, and it's yanked out of there by Jakar Williams. Williams flips it in with English.
Wow.
Holy Moses, that was a nice play by Williams. And Norwell's in big trouble on the road. 9-0 Bulldogs. Well, now they've got an advantage, but they waste it. Colbert fed it to Bolin instead of going underneath the bucket, but it doesn't matter as Leighton Bailey knocks down the three. And that might be a big shot just to get Norwell calmed down a little bit. See if they settle in a little defensively. They have not gotten any stops yet, so they're still looking to get one of those. Now New Haven will take a breath. Jakar Williams has it on his hip out near the center circle. 9-3 Bulldogs here, 3 minutes in. Latham was signaling to Brooks to toss it up to the backboard. He just tries a step-back three and missed it short. That's the shot Norwell wants to force, out of rhythm offensively. And now McBride gets stuck in the lane, but kicks to Colbert for an open three, who's long. And the rebound last touched by Norwell and Brody Bolin. So Norwell got the shot they wanted. They got a stop, so things already starting to turn around a little bit. And you just kind of had to get through that bad start and find a way to get a bucket to settle yourself down a little bit. That's Latham in the corner. 4-round-1 offense shown here by New Haven. And Williams doesn't appear to be in any hurry. The step-out three for Brooks. Latham skies for the long board. And hits the turnaround. Thomas Latham in space. And it's the 5th point for him. He leads all scorers here early on. 11-3 Bulldogs. Halfway through the first quarter. Colbert underneath. +1. John Colbert fouled by Jakar Williams, and a chance at three at the line.
Yeah, really nice play there by Norwell to find the open man, to draw the contact, and still convert on that play, Derek.
So we've got Jake Parker coming in. Coach McBride noted to me today, and the way he played at Dwenger, he had 6 points, 2 really big threes, one right before the buzzer at the end of the third quarter that kind of kept him in the game. Said he's been giving him some good minutes, so expect to see a little bit more here in the near future. Colbert's just a 51% free throw shooter, and he missed there. And so he leaves the chance at 3 empty. 11-5, though. Norwell down just 6, and based on the start, Norwell's got to be feeling okay about where they're at right now and just need to string together a couple of stops. Latham on the mid-post. It was a mismatch. They need to go back to him. McBride stuck on him, and they throw it away. Oh, man, they got a foul. I don't know who it's going to be on. It is against Norwell. I think they're going to get McBride. I don't know about that. That's, well, as girls basketball coach Eric Thornton would say, that's a little bit of a hero call.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one on McBride. Nevertheless, New Haven will get it underneath. First foul on Norwell. Third of the game. It's just interesting, and this is very much a New Haven-esque team that just slows it down and completely comes to a grinding halt at times, and then when they speed it up, they can really go quick. Norwell trying to double at times. They double the post in Latham. Actually, they triple him. Brooks passes on the 3. Turnwald won't, but he's short. Latham tried to get a one-armed rebound, and McBride took it out of there. Stutter step at the sideline, and McBride goes coast to coast but missed the layup. And now Latham running back the other way on the pass from Williams. Latham can't finish either. That could have been a foul against Norwell. It doesn't get called. Luke Graft will bring it up and settle things down. So that's what we're talking about. It just kind of comes and goes in spurts. Like when this game picks up, it really does. But when these two teams are at their best, they're getting slower and more deliberate offensive sets. New Haven leads by half a dozen. They scored the first 9 points of the game. McBride gets free for a moment, and when you give him time, he hits the 3. Luke McBride, his first bucket, and Norwell's back down within 3.
McBride just so slippery right there, and that quick release just on display right there. It doesn't take much room for him to be able to pop the 3.
No, he used that high screen, and McBride just, you know, the closeout was there, but it was just a half a second late. And when you give McBride a chance, it's not going to turn out well more often than not on the defense. That was knocked out of bounds by Dre Wright. Latham missed the putback. And so Norwell's got a chance to tie it, if you can believe that, after the start with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Norwell's really looking like they're calming down defensively. They're starting to man up a lot better, and the defense has become much more suffocating here.
It's just an interesting style. It's very unique to the conference. Nobody else in the league really plays like New Haven does. And Norwell faces it once a year. That's, you kind of know what you're going to get. McBride had it poked away. It's Mike Fuqua down on the baseline tonight. Had Mr. Fuqua at the Castle last night for the Norwell ladies against New Haven. McBride's doubled in the corner. That means somebody's open. Eli Riley, the senior, checked in for the first time. The only senior that gets significant minutes on this Norwell team. Jared Conrad, the other senior. And they had their senior night already. That was against Bluffton back before Christmas. McBride gave it a look. Instead put it on the deck. Leighton Bailey defended closely. Long possession. Parker tries a 3 and missed it short. Rebound yanked out of there by Latham. He leads them with 9 a game, and you can see why. He's really good at crashing the glass on both ends, defensively and offensively. Latham, a gifted rebounder and the biggest player in this game. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. New Haven's up just 3 after the hot start that had them out 9-0. Norwell scored 8 of the last 10 points of the game. JoJo Robertson's in the game for the first time for New Haven, and Latham hits a wing 3. Big shot for Latham there. He's got 8 of them. 30% three-point shooter. His second 3 of the quarter. And their backup 6 are the Bulldogs. Graft can be dared to shoot it out there, but he won't. And now he has his pocket pick. Graft riding Williams up the floor. They fouled him. And it's a good foul by Luke Graft as the bucket will be waved off. And we talk about this all the time. There's not all that many guys that can really outsize Luke Graft and make him look small. It's a big kid with a strong upper body. Jakar Williams does it pretty easily because he is as big a kid as you're going to face on the court. And frankly, for a quarterback who is a dual threat guy and was able to use his legs, he's a load to handle. I mean, you're talking well into the 200s, and it is not fat. It's a really well-built kid.
Yeah, those are some of the broadest shoulders I think I've ever seen on a high school kid, Derek. I mean, He is just a boulder, and not in a bad way. He is so athletic and so just strong naturally. It is unbelievable.
So tough to bring down the gridiron. New Haven holding for the final shot of this first quarter. That's Robertson with it. Nick Miles tries a three. Missed it. Rebound tapped around. Bolin has it. Just kind of tosses it into the front court. And the first quarter will come to an end. New Haven got out to a 9-0 lead. Norwell closed the gap, and New Haven threw in a three before the end of the quarter, and they have a 6-point advantage as we head to quarter number 2 on the boys.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Austin State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Austin State Bank so special. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back here at New Haven, the Bulldogs leading 14-8. Parents and siblings only, although I don't think New Haven has used their allotment of tickets. I believe there are more Norwell faithful here on the road tonight. As I was overhearing today, I think Norwell sold, nice pass to Bolin. Great play on the first play of the quarter, the pass from McBride to Bolin.
Yeah, that was just really pretty there to be able to find him and then Brody to capitalize and know he's open and convert.
Norwell daring Robertson to take that long three. He's only made 2 of them this year, so they've got him scouted well. He's running the point right now for the Bulldogs. Nothing doing here on this set at the moment. Robertson again, the shot fake. Driving his Miles. Norwell working hard on this particular end of the floor. They've gone to a 2-3 zone, which we do not see very much from Mike McBride. And Brody Boland's kind of getting sucked out toward the free throw line, really sagging up close off the baseline. Latham missed the turnaround, and it was effective that time. But a foul on Luke McBride, and that's his second foul. Oh, no. They got Darion Brooks. How about that?
Well, I think that's just a basketball play where 2 guys kind of get tangled up, and it just happens.
I agree.
And to call a foul on either of those guys, I just have to imagine is a tough break from our point of view up here.
Yeah, and in baseball we call that a train wreck. Sometimes you have plays where guys would argue for obstruction, or sometimes guys just run into each other. It just happens in the flow of the play. And that one was difficult to nail a certain guy on the foul. Luke McBride certainly thought he was going to get charged with the foul. He was highly agitated for a moment. But Norwell down just 4 and back on offense. Bailey the corner 3. And he's able to keep his own rebound alive to Jake Parker. Norwell getting a couple long. That's got to be a foul. Jake Parker tripped up out top by James Rhodes. And so Norwell settling in here, down just 4, and really lower scoring than I thought it would be at this point. But New Haven has been willing to slow it down on their end at times too. And frankly, the last couple times down the floor, they haven't gotten great possessions.
No, they really haven't. Ever since they started slowing the game down, they haven't really gotten the same looks as whenever they were really running that blitz offense, and I'm surprised they haven't gone back to it.
Well, they get a steal here. Live ball turnovers are critical. And there's a foul on Jake Parker as Jakar Williams will head to the stripe.
New Haven has certainly not been shy to mix up some of the offensive looks they've thrown at Norwell thus far. And, you know, a lot of them just haven't really stuck that well since the first couple minutes of the game.
Well, Williams looked really comfortable on that free throw, but he's a 39% shooter at the line. This team shoots at 49%, so that's a storyline to watch throughout the night. But he looked comfortable, at least, on both of those. Oh, that's just inexcusable that Rhodes was able to get that rebound. It is tied up, but it will stay with New Haven, and that's got to drive Mike McBride crazy.
You just got to get your body into the guy, and you just got to come down with that, because that's a ball that you should easily come up with and have a chance to go on the offensive glass. But now New Haven has a chance to extend their lead even farther here.
Well, Wright, Turnwald, and Latham check in. And if you're boxing out, the worst that could happen there, even if he does get the rebound, it's going to have to be a foul.
Right.
So that's just a missed opportunity there for Norwell. We'll see if they go back to 2-3. It's looking like that's how they're going to guard the inbounds. And that is indeed what they're going to do. So Norwell really working hard, not trying to trap or anything, not super ball pressure, try to force New Haven to make some shots from outside. Jakar Williams doesn't do that very well, and that's the shot Norwell wanted to force, just a 23% shooter. Now they get a transition opportunity, and McBride left it off the front of the rim. 2-on-1, Thomas Latham up top, missed the jam, and Brooks will keep it alive for the Bulldogs. Norwell back in a 2-3. Cross court, Turnwald got free, drives inside, tries to cut through the middle, and got the friendly roll. Jackson Turnwald has his first basket. 17-10 Bulldogs have stretched it back out to 7. Colbert stuck middle of the post. Boland's in there posting up. Oh, nice block from behind by Williams. Boland will throw it off of Turnwald. And Boland actually made a really good move.
Yes,
but
he did.
Great help side defense by Williams from behind.
Yeah, that was just really good awareness by New Haven there to see that Brody laid that awesome move in the post and to have that awareness to step over and get that block.
Boland has improved so much over the course of his 13 varsity games. McBride shut off. He's got nowhere to go. Almost turns it over. New Haven really playing pressure defense. That's their style. If you weren't with us during the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Colbert drives, throws it up, and is headed back to the line.
I've noticed in the second quarter, like you said, New Haven has really ramped up that defensive, intensity, and they are gambling a lot, and they are making Luke McBride's life really, really difficult because, you know what, if the ref wants to call a foul on a gamble, then so be it, but they are just all up in him.
That free throw hit the backboard first from Colbert. Ugly looking shot there. Luke Graft will replace Brody Boland. Also in for the Bulldogs is Nick Miles. That was the second foul on Darion Brooks, so he's headed to the bench with 5:08 left in the first half. Colbert splits the pair. Yeah, Luke McBride is a kid that consistently manages to get almost 20 points every night, and you could see the kind of pressure defense he's getting. He's only got 3 so far, just the 1 3-pointer. Deep on the block, Williams caught it and then put back in his own miss. So Williams has his second bucket. Riley tries a 3, and he hits it. Well, we were talking before we went on. Eli Riley trying to earn his keep now as he lost his starting spot tonight, and he comes out and promptly hits a 3.
Yeah, that was a huge 3 by Norwell there to not let the game get away from them and stay. And now they're only down 5 points as opposed to where they could have been down double digits.
Well, that was until Latham got into double figures with a 3 of his own. Again, just a 30% shooter, but he's made 3 of them here in the first half. And New Haven is back on top by 8. But really, if you can keep it in this range, you're well within striking distance. Norwell an underdog here on the road tonight. But obviously Coach McBride confident that they've got the ability to get the win here. Nice cut through the lane by Graft, and he's fouled from behind by Thomas Latham.
I truly think any time in a game like this when Norwell can get to the line, I think you really have to make sure that you're being efficient because they're really not giving you anything easy on the offensive end, so you really got to capitalize when you're not being guarded.
Yeah, that's a good call, Jacob, as Graft is an equally poor free throw shooter at 39%, but nicely knocks in the first one, nothing but net. Graft not a prolific scorer, but a starter for good reason and does a lot of really good things. Great rebounder, physical player. could share the ball pretty well at times too, and coolly and collectively knocks down the 2 free throws and has Norwell back within half a dozen. Half this second quarter is gone. It's 22-16. They swing it around to Turnwald, their best three-point shooter. And another miss from Turnwald. He's yet to hit a 3. He's got the 1 2-pointer. McBride defended closely by Miles. Off to Bailey. He gave it a look, but didn't take the shot. Norwell continuing to be patient. Graff looking for somebody to give it to. McBride will pull the trigger. Long. Rebound fought for and picked up by Latham. He throws a one-handed pass that is deflected by Colbert and turned over. The steal by Colbert. Norwell doesn't have numbers as New Haven was back defensively. Riley had to give it up or he was going to travel. Almost a 5-second call. And it was a 5-second call. So I was wondering when that was going to come. Colbert was locked up for a long time by Dre Wright. And finally the whistle came. And that was a really good defensive possession because it looked like after Norwell got the steal in the backcourt, they were going to have a chance to make a run at the rim, and the Bulldogs recovered nicely. Turnwald gets free in the corner. That's dangerous, but he missed it. Offensive rebound, Karam's out to Dre Wright, and a foul called on Luke McBride, which is number 2. I was wondering if they might give that to Eli Riley, but McBride gets charged with it, and that's a big foul. He's going to stay on the floor, though. So Mike McBride gambling a little bit here. In front of the Norwell bench, it's Robertson. There's the skip. Miles turned away. Graff going for the strip and got it. A steal by Luke Graff, and Bailey comes up with it. So Norwell creating some turnovers here and keeping themselves well within reach. Down just 6. Graff finds the cutter, McBride, and the foul! The foul from the backside by JoJo Robertson, and Norwell can cut the lead to 3.
What a beautiful back cut there by Luke McBride. I mean, the quickness that he just displayed right there, you might not have caught it, but that first step is just so fast by Luke McBride sometimes, and then the vision to see him right there, beautiful play by Norwell.
McBride, an 82% free throw shooter, too. Doesn't miss a lot of these.
And you jinxed him.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's my specialty.
You're good at it.
Norwell down 4, but that was a really nice play. Unfortunately, they couldn't finish it off, and then they give up a 3 to JoJo Robertson, who hits his 3rd 3 of the season. And that's just a little bit deflating for Norwell there. Had a chance to cut it to 1 possession, leave the free throw empty, and then give up a 3 to a guy who hasn't made hardly any this year. Bailey slips out for the step back. Couldn't answer. Bolin tracks down the rebound, though, and keeps it alive. Parker, the teardrop.
What a hustle play by Brody Bolin right there. To stay on the basketball, go out there, get it, and then make the pass.
5-point game with 90 seconds left in the first half. Norwell crowd trying to make a little bit of noise, but they go up top to Jakar Williams.
You know, every time you think that Norwell's starting to get a little wind in their sail, New Haven just has had a response so far.
Yes, they have. That's a great point. New Haven has had the answer every time so far. Bolin at the elbow, dumps it off underneath. McBride waits for traffic to clear and hits the fadeaway. 5-point game again, under a minute to go in the first half. It's been a fun one. This has been a good pace. Norwell's hung around, and you can understand a 5-8 record is not indicative of where this team is at right now. This is a good New Haven team, and Norwell going blow for blow with them right now. Haven't been able to quite get over the hump yet. We'll see if they're able to do that in the second half. Long 3 for Robertson, and he hits again. Man, that is a killer for Norwell. 2 points a game for Robertson. He's got 6 tonight. That's his season best. Just a sophomore. And has evened his 3-point total of the season in this second quarter. Graft is stuffed. Williams the rebound. 12 seconds. Robertson's the hot hand. They go in the corner instead to right. On the baseline, turns it over. 5 seconds, going to be time for McBride here. Luke McBride stops and is blocked by Williams, and Norwell unable to convert. Big stop there by New Haven to end the first half, and the Bulldogs will go to halftime with an 8-point advantage. We'll take a break here on our end. We'll hear from some sponsors. We'll be back with the Austin State Bank halftime show in a moment on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Austin or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to New Haven. Derek Decker, Jacob Collins here, just east of Fort Wayne. I'm doing double duty today. Jacob's got it easy, coming in for the night game here on Saturday night for the conference affair. But I've had a little cross-country travel so far today. 8-point lead here for the Bulldogs at the half. It was an entertaining first half. Norwell was well within reach. They still are, but you feel like they could have been closer. They gave up a late three, 2 threes in that first half to JoJo Robertson, who only had 2 coming into tonight in the entire season. So a couple guys that are coming alive here for New Haven, and then unable to convert the last couple times down the floor for Norwell on the offensive set. A rather frustrating finish to the half, but given the start, Norwell, and that's really the difference right now, Norwell played them even after that 9-0 start. In fact, actually won it by 1. But you still got to feel relatively comfortable with where they're at right now.
Yeah, you know, all things considered, with how this game started out especially, it could be much worse for Norwell. And we saw moments on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball for Norwell where they looked really good.
Yeah.
But where they've been lacking is they haven't been able to put them together at the same time.
Yeah.
Because when they were hitting those shots and you thought, okay, maybe Norwell's starting to get some wind in their sail, they would break down defensively and it would lead to a wide open New Haven
That's
three.
right.
So if they can find a way to somehow pair those two up and get the offensive and defensive looks looking really good, I think that they have a good chance in the second half.
You are listening to the Ossian State Bank halftime show. Ossian State Bank has been your local bank for over a century and has 2 convenient locations, one in downtown Ossian and the other on the north end of Bluffton. Let's take another timeout and return with the third quarter action on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
You know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Approaching the third quarter here at New Haven, the Norwell Knights trailing the Bulldogs 30-22 here on the Ossian State Bank halftime show. Both teams back onto the floor. Jacob, what are you looking for in this second half? Most notably from Norwell's side, because there's a lot of things to look at from both ends and a lot of things Norwell could have gotten better. But what do you think is most important going forward in these next 16 minutes?
I think what's most important is to really lock in defensively and make sure that New Haven gets nothing for free. I think that, you have no foul trouble, and I think that against a New Haven team like this, I think you body up, you be physical, especially down low, and you try to get some defensive stops. And then on the offensive end, I think that Norwell started to do a better job of this late into the second quarter, but you got to find McBride open. You got to run plays around him. You got to find openings for him.
Sure.
And when you can run the ball, at least through McBride, a lot of good things happen for Norwell.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. I think this is a Norwell club that really has the ability to do that. McBride only had 5 points in that first half, and that is one of the least productive halves that McBride has had all season. Now, that's a kid that's averaging 20 points a game, and New Haven's done a good job taking him away. It is one of the more athletic teams Norwell's faced, but defensively, even though they get beat sometimes, they're a team that can really keep up with it, and they can make up a lot of space in a little amount of time. So it's a hard team to play against defensively, and they're obviously keying on McBride, as any team will the second half of this season. Oh boy, almost disaster on the inbounds, and it is disaster. Wow, what a terrible start for Norwell to this third quarter. They didn't even have a chance at running a play there. And then the drive and kick, and Brooks hits the three. Could you imagine a worse start for Norwell out of the half?
Well, I think they just did about the opposite of everything that we just talked about, Derek, and it showed right there.
Well, and Mike uses a timeout here. I think he was trying to call a timeout like a long time. McBride was all the way out of the floor. He got a chuckle out of Mike Fuqua. But in any case, again, and I understand, Coach McBride just tossed the board, the whiteboard against the floor. That is exactly what happened at the start of the first half. Is Norwell came out and had one or two sluggish passes. New Haven came alive. They scored the first 9 points, and Coach McBride wanted to make sure that didn't happen again.
Yeah, I think as a coach, there's not anything much more frustrating than seeing those lackadaisical passes like that, and it leading to a big swing, because now Norwell's only down 8. They have the ball starting the half. You're thinking, okay, this thing is well within reach, and now all of a sudden it's to 11.
Yeah, and New Haven has pushed it as big as it's been tonight. That's a bad place to get it in, too. That's just another kind of poor decision on the inbounds. Norwell has not come out of the half with a lot of intensity here, and they've got McBride doubled, and then he drags Williams to the ground. Great start here for New Haven on both ends of the floor, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, I just don't quite understand what that is from Norwell right there. Like you said, that's a horrible place to inbound the ball, and you just got a turnover doing that exact same thing, and then they go right back to it out of the timeout. I don't understand what that was.
Oh, nice pass, but they missed the late foul call. Thomas
whistle.
Latham came up short on the layup. They got the foul on John Colbert on the push. Should be a shooting foul here. It'll send Latham to the line. And I hate to always bail this out as an excuse, but sometimes you kind of do have to chalk that kind of thing up where Just things go wrong all at once to a young group.
Yeah.
5 sophomores on the floor right now for Norwell that started this game as well. And, you know, that just does happen. Some things, they go through some stretches, and that's how they've got to limit that going forward. Latham missed both free throws there, and so Norwell catches a little bit of a break. They've got to try to convert that into points to get this thing back down to single digits. McBride trying to drive on Dre Wright, who has about 533 more pounds of muscle than McBride. Colbert at the point. John to the lane, and that's a foul. The whistle was late, but he got, we had a great
hammered
look
on
at
the
that.
arm.
He got completely slapped down across the arm. Foul on Darion Brooks, his third, and Colbert to the line.
As you mentioned, Derek, a really, really young lineup again here to start the second half. And I must say, I'm a little surprised that Coach McBride didn't start Eli Riley in the second half. He had some decent minutes in the first half, and just kind of that senior leadership out in the court could be crucial, especially when they're looking like this.
Well, he hit that 3, too, which just kind of kick-started things a little bit. Colbert's improving at the line. He makes both there. Dre Wright tries to answer, missed the layup. The staunch defense by Bolin at the challenge. And Norwell's down 9 and on offense. Trying to get it to Bolin is Colbert. They do on the right block. Bolin the spin. McBride turned away. The defense again applied here in man by the Bulldogs. McBride into the lane, driving down and one. Dre Wright the foul, and McBride a chance at 3 again.
The way that he is able to control his body through contact is something that is so rare, especially for a kid that doesn't look that big.
Right.
But the ability to power through that is so hard, and he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, not a physically menacing kind of a guy, just when you look at him, especially when you compare him to guys like Dre Wright, Jakar Williams, that are just massive dudes. And the free throw is good. And all of a sudden you look back up, and despite the things that we talked about, Norwell's down 6 again. Just kind of how this game has gone. Norwell goes through some stretches where they really struggle to do the right things. But right now they've got it back within 2 possessions, and the Norwell bench and crowd trying to make a little noise. They get a turnover here as Bailey comes up with a loose ball. Norwell's got a 5-on-3. McBride from the corner knocks down the 3, and the Knights are within 3.
And that's what happens when you give Luke McBride a little bit of space. He's going to make you pay, and Norwell's making it happen on both sides of the court here.
A little bit of energy. Feels like we're at a basketball game.
It does.
It is on the road here for Norwell. They're down just 3, and New Haven's in need of a bucket right now. Williams defended in the corner. Slow set here for the Bulldogs. Latham spinning and finished it off with a swirl. That was a much-needed bucket for Thomas Latham. His first basket of the second half. The lead is 5. No-look pass from Bailey, who got shoved to the floor after the play by Williams. And you know what? It wasn't even that much contact, but that's the size difference. Bailey is 5'9", and that might be kind of generous, and there's not a lot on him. And Williams just kind of barely bumped into him, and Bailey went flying. Bailey will inbound here for the Knights in the Road Navy. Reach foul by Dre Wright, and the Bulldog fans can't believe it.
You know, I must say, Derek, Norwell is still inbounding to the corners whenever New Haven is applying this type of pressure.
Yeah.
I'm so baffled by that, why you wouldn't try to get it to the center of the court to have some space to work, because that puts Luke McBride in such a bad position right there.
An extra defender. I mean, you get the sideline or the baseline or wherever it is, and that's just Norwell has made some of those mistakes in this second half. That was a bullet pass from Bolin that Graff couldn't handle, but Bolin collected the loose ball. And Norwell has the basketball, trying to set something up down 5. Colbert pops out, drives, and is blocked by Latham. Graff the loose ball rebound, and he missed the putback. Latham a one-handed pass to Williams, and Williams goes off glass. Norwell had it down as close as 3. They're down 7 after back-to-back Bulldog baskets. McBride trying to handle things on his own here, creating space. The New Haven bench wants a chicken wing call, and there's the foul after the steal by Jakar Williams.
that New Haven pressure is just suffocating on Luke McBride, and someone needs to come up right there to help him because they're trapping him, which means someone's open, and there's not a lot of movement to help Luke McBride out in that scenario.
That is a killer foul, too. That's the 4th on Luke McBride. And I don't know what Norwell does now, because this is a situation where they really haven't faced it all that much. But Norwell's in pretty grave offensive danger at the moment. A lot of offensive things flow through him. Not that guys on the floor can't score, but the offense kind of runs through McBride.
He draws so much pressure from the defense, even when the ball's not in his hands, that it creates opportunities for others. That
they now don't have. That's kind of a phantom foul on JoJo Robertson. Or, well, did they get Jakar Williams? Boy, that definitely was a phantom foul. Second on Williams.
I must say, from how physical this game was to how that foul was called, that was a little bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's been physical both ways. And to my opinion, I think pretty well officiated game, which it almost always is.
Yep.
I mean, there's only a couple times, in the ebbs and flows of games that the officials actually become a talking point. I make it so more than it needs to be, but that's just the way I am. Riley cut off. Bolin has nowhere to go with it. And the New Haven bench making some noise on defense. Riley cuts hard, tries a 3. Good look for Riley, and Colbert snatches the loose ball. Second chance coming. Bailey did not take the pull-up. Instead, he'll try it from the left wing and swirl it home. Big shot for Leighton Bailey. Norwell needed somebody to step up, and it's Bailey, the sophomore.
I really like the patience there by Norwell to wait until they get a shot they like. That was really, really good, and good patience by Norwell.
There's the miss by Robertson. Norwell can get back within one possession again. Ticking towards 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We've been around this margin all night, just kind of doing this dance. New Haven has had the lead all night. They have never trailed. It's been a wire-to-wire lead so far for the Bulldogs.
Derek, with your biggest scorer out, I think this is where Norwell should really try to slow the game down a little bit and minimize the possessions that both teams have when your main weapon isn't on the court.
Oh, Bailey walked. Yeah, there's the call. I thought he was going to get away with it. There have been some really slow whistles in this game. We're talking a beat or two after the fact. They've all been the right call. It's just it's been kind of late. We'll see what Norwell does with McBride. Graff takes a seat to get a breather. Jake Parker in. And I don't know. I still don't know what the strategy is going to be here and when you get back McBride in the game, because that's a tough question to answer. He fouls out, and Norwell's probably going to lose the game. Latham missed it. Bolin goes over the back for the rebound, keeps it alive. Now they call a loose ball foul. Well, I was just talking about how well officiated this game's been. It's gotten a little inconsistent here. John Colbert called for the reach on the loose ball.
As two Big Ten basketball fans, we both really like it when they allow that, when the ball is loose, to get after it and may the best man win a little bit.
That's right, and that's what's going on right now. Conference play. Both teams trade turnovers, and Jakar Williams will hammer it home. Williams is into double figures with 11. Riley, as the defender Miles stumbled around a screen. Norwell does not have a bunch of distance shooters on the floor right now. Not a big threats. Bolin's certainly not going to take it. And off to Bailey. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Norwell trying to weather the storm with McBride on the bench. And not moving with a lot of purpose right now. Have not gotten any good chances at the rim. Elbow extended, and Riley will reset. Bailey got free for a moment. He'll pop it, and he'll knock it in.
That's such a huge shot for Norwell right there, Derek. I mean, now it's down to a one-possession game, and Leighton Bailey has just stepped up with McBride out of the game.
Yes, he has, and Norwell's back within 3. I just have a hard time saying that every time because it doesn't feel like it. It honestly doesn't feel like Norwell's down one possession. But here we are, late in the third. Parker trying to recover on Latham. They've got him doubled. The Bulldogs kick it. Robertson will pass on the 3 attempt with a minute left in the third. Williams slows it down. This is good for Norwell. It's a good thing. I don't know when they're going to get McBride back in, but the fewer possessions, the better. That was definitely a walk, and it was missed. And Dre Wright gets an and one. Yeah, that was
a pretty blatant travel missed right there, and that is just really tough for Norwell.
Yeah, it's a bad break. Brody Bolin the foul, and it was a pretty light contact too, but we're really trying I say this every time. I really do. And like I said, I know a lot of these guys personally, so I really try not to say anything, but I don't think the Norwell fans underneath us feel the same way.
And I don't want it to sound any time that we make a comment about a play that we think in any way that the refs affect the outcome of
they
games.
Never do.
Because they never do.
No. Well, Norwell catches another break after the free throw miss. It's a 5-point game. Dre Wright's only a 31% shooter, so talking about guys you might want to foul down the stretch. Bolin off to Bailey, tries a third three, and it missed. That's pretty close, though. Bailey got a good look, and Norwell really needs a stop right now. Athletic play by Williams, who throws it into the backcourt. Bailey's chasing it down with 15 seconds left, and he'll let it trickle out of bounds. Smart play by Leighton Bailey, forced the defender, and then was able to allow it to go underneath, and Norwell will get the basketball underneath the bucket. Timeout called by Bruce Stevens. We'll take it with him and back in a moment on The Voice.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
13 seconds left in the third quarter. The Bulldogs are up 41-30-6. Caretaker Jacob Collins from New Haven. And Jacob, it's been a stretch here. When again, all in all, considering the fact that McBride's been on the bench for the last 3 minutes, Norwell has kind of figured out a way to limit New Haven's possessions, and they're down just 5.
Yeah, this is a scenario where Norwell needed someone to step up, and Leighton Bailey has really stepped up and put the game on his shoulders with those 2 threes. And Norwell has really locked in defensively. Yeah. They know they can't give up any easy shots with McBride on the bench, and they've done every single thing that they needed to weather the storm.
Yeah, they absolutely have. This has been this is a young team, and Norwell, if they cut out a couple of the mistakes, they could have potentially had the lead tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the fact of being a young team. It's just not a 5-8 team. It's just not. McBride is into the game, so we'll see if they run a play for him. And almost a 5-second call. It's tapped away. McBride almost turns it over. Jakar Williams got a fingertip on it for the Bulldogs. 12 seconds left. And so, obviously, McBride's got to be uber careful here. They run it for Riley. Riley having trouble getting into the front court. Finally does. McBride. 3 seconds. Bailey. Parker hoists it, and it comes up way short. Norwell did not get a great possession there. Not a great look, and that's how the third quarter ends. Let's head to the fourth. New Haven up 5 at home.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Austin State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Austin State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Austin State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Bulldogs up 5 here at home as we enter the fourth quarter. New Haven 4-1 in this building this year. They went 7-2 last year. Trying to go to 2-1 in the conference. Norwell is searching still for that first conference victory. Luke McBride is not in the game here to start this fourth quarter. And I don't know what the strategy is. It's a tough position to be in. when your best player and your best scorer is on the bench with 4 fouls with like 11 minutes left in the game. That's a hard thing to decide what to do, and a foul on the contest by Bolin as he caught Williams on the arm. The 6th on Norwell. Next one will put the Bulldogs in the bonus for the remainder, but again, not a good free throw shooting team. Williams just 39%, and he rims it in and out. This is going to be a problem. One for 2 for Williams. I think this could potentially be an issue for New Haven down the stretch here. And obviously I haven't watched every New Haven game this year. Watched them a couple of times. But it hasn't really killed them yet, the free throw problem. And we'll see if it does tonight. They're a little bit better than their average here so far tonight, although they haven't gotten there that much. Bailey turns it over, and Parker fouls Williams.
Probably a good foul there by Parker, but that's just a lazy pass.
You cannot afford to
You just
waste
can't afford
possessions.
it when you're down 6 in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, at this stage in the game, on the road, in conference. Yep. There's Luke McBride. That'll key that.
And that puts him in the bonus also. I missed that, but yep.
That was the 3rd foul, by the way, on Parker, which is a little bit impressive because he hasn't been in the game all that long. Williams just split the pair last time. Now he gets the bonus. Well, maybe they'll prove the numbers wrong. Numbers are just numbers. But there's another miss, so a little bit better than the average. I mean, he's only shooting 39%. Went 2 for 4 in that little stretch. 30 seconds into the 4th quarter, and the Bulldogs are up 7. And McBride is back on the floor for Norwell, so expect him to get some touches here. But they're still guarding him close with Dre Wright, a much more physical specimen of a senior. Bailey between the circles. Colbert back cut for McBride in the finish.
That's just pretty. That is a really good back cut by McBride there, and an excellent pass to get it to him.
He's done that a couple times tonight, and it's paid off almost every time. 5-point game. Norwell still has never tied the game or led. Last tie was 0-0. New Haven busted out the first 9 out of the gate. Awkward shot there for Brooks. A tech on the rebound on Darion Brooks. And that'll put Norwell at the line. I thought they were going to call a foul. And it's a technical foul on the Bulldogs. I agree. You heard the "that's weak" from a fan.
There had to have been something said, but
I am not a fan of handing out technicals like candy.
I mean, because that really does have an impact on the game. I mean, that hurts.
That is the way it goes. I mean, that's the 3rd foul on Brooks. And McBride knocks down the first one. Oh, can get this back within 1 possession here. I'm just not a fan of trying to do that. And McBride went 1 of 2. It's got a potential to be not so good here for a few moments. You can probably hear that on our very expensive Sweetwater crowd mic.
It's a professional setup Mr. Derek Decker has here.
Well, and with no fans basically in the building, you can basically hear everything amplified as we've had all season. Bolin needs to go. That's one there where the sophomore's got to learn to keep the offense moving. When New Haven gambles, you've got to attack downhill. They do get bailed out with a foul call here. It's the 6th on the Bulldogs, and that's the 3rd on Dre Wright, which is potentially a big foul because he's been the guy mainly that's been guarding Luke McBride tonight. So both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the game. And the Knights down 4. McBride into the lane. Riley had it knocked away. It's picked up by Turnwald. And another dunk for Jakar Williams. And a timeout called by who? By New Haven. Bruce Stevens uses the timeout. We'll take it along with him. Bulldogs back up 6 at home.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E, .Peterson@SteffenGRP.com.
6:20 to go in our conference contest. New Haven is up 45-39. Derek Decker, Jacob Collins. Norwell just unable to get over the hump so far. They're, again, well within reach. They made one of two of the technical free throws after the foul called on Darion Brooks. But then they turn it over, and Jakar Williams gets another rim run. And it's just been a problem tonight. Every time Norwell is getting close to getting back in the game, they either turn it over and they have no chance to get back, or they have a defensive breakdown in the half court. And it's just kind of been the same story over and over again here tonight.
Yeah, New Haven has done a really good job of capitalizing on those mistakes too, and they just have a comeback every single time that Norwell inches their way into this one.
New Haven applies some man backcourt pressure here. But McBride will walk it across with relative ease. Bailey looking for the cut, or Bolin looking for the cutter. McBride tries a three, and he buries it. Luke McBride has 17, and it has been 17 quiet points with tough defense and not being on the floor that long. Norwell crowd and bench again into it. They're trailing by just 3 here on the road after all the things that have not gone Norwell's way tonight, including 4 fouls from McBride for the majority of the second half. They find themselves down 1 possession. Williams, no look pass, the miss by Brooks, but a foul. So Brooks is at the line, 58% foul shooter. First one good. That was the first foul on Eli Riley, by the way. The 8th on Norwell. And both knocked in. Here for Darion Brooks. Okay, Norwell back down 5. It's been a similar thing all night, but the Knights have got to find a way to try to get over the hump here. McBride saves what would have otherwise been a turnover, but he's got to dribble out of it. He's got to dribble. Mike McBride uses a timeout. He has 3 of them. 5:15 to go. He'll use one here, and we'll use one as well.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
47-42. Stop me before if you've heard me say New Haven has had a 2-possession lead. So that's basically what it's been for the majority of the night. At times they've stretched it out to double digits, but really that was mostly a brief time, and they got off to a great start here tonight. Norwell gave up the first 9 points of the game. Since then, it's been a pretty good battle, but Norwell unable yet to tie the game. They've been within 1 possession several times. They've got a chance to get back in it here again, as they'll have the basketball this side of the timeout. But once again, just finding a way. Once you get the lead, or once you tie the game, the entire mentality changes, because all that does is one moment, and you look at the scoreboard, the entire mentality changes on both ends. If you're Norwell, you can think, now we get a shot and we have the lead, and we're in control of this game now. If you're New Haven, you think we've controlled the game the whole night, and here we are tied or potentially behind. Bailey having some trouble with it. Bolin, though, caught it at the free throw line. Good recovery by Dre Wright. And McBride makes a bad pass. Williams lays it in.
And those are those type of turnovers that you were talking about, Derek. Every time they get close, something like that happens, and New Haven's able to extend the lead.
It's been amazing how consistent it's been, too.
Yeah.
Like every time. Bailey stuck. Norwell can't burn another timeout here, so they give it off to Colbert. John into the lane. Strong take and goes to the line.
Now for Norwell, with only 4.5 minutes left, this is when you really got to stop those bad turnovers because you're running out of possessions to make this thing happen. You still have plenty of time, but you got to start being more efficient on both sides of the ball.
Third foul on Williams, and Colbert missed the free one. This New Haven team beat Carroll just a few days ago on this floor. In fact, actually, it was last Saturday, 59-51. That's a great win. But they've had some weird games this year. Colbert left both ends open, and that's just something that's not going to be able to happen in a win, more than likely. But this has been a weird year for New Haven, as it has been a lot. There's a silly travel by Latham. Latham hasn't done anything in the second half on the offensive end for the Bulldogs. But back to my point about New Haven being kind of inconsistent. They won on the road at Fremont by 1 point. That was not a game that was on the schedule originally, just one of those pickup games this year that we've gotten so accustomed to seeing. McBride held his pivot foot and got it, and the foul. Wow, that was an acrobatic play for McBride not to drag that back foot and get called for a walk.
A couple people might have thought that he drug it, but looking at that, it was rock solid the entire time. And, he pulls off some of the most miraculous plays as only a sophomore. And that was a really, really big one for Norwell here.
And that was the fourth foul on Dre Wright, who's been all over him all night. So that's a big foul, too. He's going to stay in the game. Oh, man, Norwell is really leaving some points at the free throw line. And that's a good shooter, 82%. He was 92% last year. 49-44. Bulldogs up 5 on the road, under 4 to play. Latham throws it up top to Williams. Foul on the underneath by Luke McBride, and he's done. And that's absolutely the right call, as McBride just kind of got caught in a bad spot, and he fouls out of the game. Man, that's got to be frustrating, and that is a huge blow to any potential comeback attempt that Norwell might have tonight. It's not impossible, but it's certainly going to be an uphill battle from here. It always was going to be. Norwell still has never tied the game. New Haven has led wire to wire. But Luke Graft will check in. And it's just been tough. I mean, Williams is at the line here, and as bad as New Haven has been on the year at the line, they have made them when they've counted tonight.
Yeah, they
and
really
Norwell
have.
hasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, Norwell's had some great opportunities even with Luke McBride at the free throw line, a very, very high percentage shooter to really get this thing even closer, and they fail to capitalize on it every single time.
Miles is in for Turnwald, who has not scored tonight, even though he's their best three-point shooter. Timeout called here after the second free throw good as well. And Williams is up to 19 points. We'll take another quick break and be back on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
3:36 to go. Thanks for joining us tonight here on The Voice. And again, if you joined us earlier today, we're happy that you did that as well for audio-only coverage of Norwell's outright Northeast State Championship on the girls' side. The number 4 team in Class 3A continuing to roll. A chance to finish the regular season on a long winning streak. Here, work to do for the fellas. Luke McBride is out after he just fouled out of the game a moment ago. Norwell having trouble getting it across half court. Oh, they're going to get a bucket, though. Alex Cameron's in the game. Oh, that's got to be goaltending. He slapped the backboard, and they didn't call anything, and now Colbert is tied up. Oh, actually, they get a timeout. I got to tell you, Jacob, I think that's just a miss again.
That is absolutely a miss. Anytime when you slap the backboard like that,
on the backboard,
it clearly affects the trajectory of the ball because he smacks it, the backboard is vibrating, and then the ball hits it. I mean, that is a textbook definition of a goaltend, and they just missed it.
Well, Norwell's down 7 here. They've got the basketball, and I guess they didn't quite have to use that timeout there as they're explaining the non-call there, the three officials explaining it to JV coach Derek Heinen.
And it looked like they were explaining it so because he didn't hit the ball, they were saying it's not a goaltend, but that's not how the rule is written in the rule book. And, just a tough break for Norwell there.
It is. Alex Cameron was into the game. I didn't even get a chance to mention it. And, well, it is what it is. Cameron has had a broken hand. He'd been sick for a while, too. Not with coronavirus, just your run-of-the-mill sickness. And he finally made his varsity debut on Tuesday night, just for a moment, though, and really struggled. He's been playing a couple quarters at JV a night this week. Colbert, the inbound pass on the lob, back to Bailey, high arcing three, and he swirls it in. Leighton Bailey has knocked down some huge shots, his fourth three, and Norwell back within 4.
Just when you think Norwell might be inching their way out of it, a huge three to keep them right there in striking distance.
Latham backing down Graft. Floater, bad shot. That was a terrible shot by Darion Brooks, and he threw it too hard off the glass. 4-on-2 for Norwell. Bailey, no call as he missed the shot, and I think that's one there where Bailey could have given it to somebody else that would have been open because New Haven was slow getting back. A missed opportunity there for Norwell on that possession. Latham from the elbow, no soft touch. Williams goes over the top for the rebound, gets it back, and gets fouled. Strong rebound by Jakar Williams, and Norwell unable to finish it off on defense.
And that's just one that's so tough because, when you're so undersized compared to Williams, you just got to, what do you do?
He boxed him out.
He boxed him out. You put your body into him, and he's just bigger, he's just stronger, and he just comes down with it.
Finally, a miss from Williams, who had been lighting it up at the free throw line. A chance at 20 points here on this one, and he missed them both. Still a 4-point game. The Knights can cut it to one possession. This has been a really fun one tonight. Even though Norwell has never tied or taken the lead, they've been in the game the whole night, and it's been quite entertaining here on a Saturday night in New Haven. Still no reason for Norwell to be in any kind of a big rush. Over 2 minutes to go and down just 4. Jake Parker gets free from the corner and missed it long. Rebounded to Jakar Williams, and you got to imagine the Bulldogs will start slowing it down here. They took a bad shot by Brooks just a moment ago. Williams got to the line last trip down. Back cut underneath. Brooks and the foul. Big shot by Darion Brooks. And the foul on Luke Graft. And again, Norwell had opportunities, and they find themselves back down 6. A chance to be down 3 possessions if Brooks can hit the free throw. He won't, and Latham grabs the rebound. Brooks is fouled.
And that's happened a couple times tonight, Derek, where you just got to get your body into them, and you can't be afraid to be physical there because whenever that happens, that just absolutely kills you.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that win or lose games.
Yeah,
right
absolutely.
And tonight, certainly Norwell is still not done. There's plenty of time left, but I'm just telling you, that is what happens. And again, Mike McBride's talked about it all year with the young team. You flip around a couple of those plays and you get into the win column. Both good here from Brooks. And it's an 8-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Norwell's going to have to start going pretty quick. Bailey's stuck. Feeds it off to Parker. That's way deep for Bailey, even though he gave it a thought. He's got range from out there. Leighton just inside the volleyball line. The defense applied in a zone set here for New Haven. Well, taking a lot of time. Bailey lost it. Latham picked it up. Brooks is hacked by Riley. That's going to be a frustrating finish here for Norwell tonight. They did a lot of good things, was in the game the entire time, and at this point appears like they're going to be unable to finish things off here tonight. And again, it's going to be another one of those games for Norwell where They felt like they were in the game. They did good things. They improved as a team. Brooks misses the free throw. At some point, these are going to have to start paying off into wins. You know, you're going to get fortunate at some point, you would think. As Brooks eyes the second one and knocks it down.
But, you know, Derek, sometimes you got to create your own luck, and
Yeah,
Norwell has not done a good job of doing that tonight. I mean, they have given New Haven opportunities whenever they could not afford to do so.
Riley missed it. And New Haven has just done a good enough job tonight, and Norwell has made all the mistakes that they've kept the Knights at an arm's length all night.
Yep.
They never allowed them to tie it or take the lead as Williams dribbles it off his foot. So that's just the mark of a veteran team.
Yeah,
and this is a group that has almost exclusively juniors and seniors. A couple freshmen in there too, but they don't play much. And Norwell started 5 sophomores tonight.
Yeah.
I know we're getting deep into the season, but we're still not talking about a huge number of varsity minutes for any of these guys. Colbert misses the 3. Olin comes flying into the rebound. Friendly fire to Bailey. And Brooks is stripped. Last touch by Riley. And this final is not going to be indicative of how the second half went.
Not at all.
And you also wonder, I mean, how can you not, how much of a factor McBride fouling out really played down the stretch here.
Yeah. Yeah, that really killed Norwell. I mean, with about 3 minutes left, he fouled out. And the offense has just looked stagnant. They found a way to finally shut down Bailey. And, you know, ever since then, it just hasn't quite been the same.
Colbert's wide open again. Just cannot buy one. Colbert has not hit a 3 tonight. Williams. And Latham to put back. 11-point game, 10 seconds to go. Bailey flings it up there and knocks it in. That's on par for what kind of night he's had. He's going to end up with 15 points. And that'll do it. New Haven wins here at home, 58-50. Jacob, final thoughts as we wrap things up tonight. Norwell was right there all night, but unable to get over the hump, and the Bulldogs survived. Norwell goes to 0-4 in conference.
Yeah, Norwell did a lot of good things tonight. You know, I saw a lot of improvement on both sides of the ball, but they were never able to put both sides together at the right time.
Yeah.
You either saw a breakdown defensively or you saw offensively, and it just killed them.
This is a gifted league. It's pretty balanced all the way throughout, even though Norwell was on top last year, and they've got a legitimate chance right now of not winning any.
Yeah.
They really gave it a good effort tonight. Again, you can't fault these kids for what they've done. It's a group that continues to learn. They're still trying to learn how to win. And, nevertheless, getting better each and every night, and excited to see what this group has in store for the rest of the season. New Haven wins tonight at home, 58-50. They go to 8-4 on the year, 2-1 in the Northeast 8, and 5-1 here at home. Norwell falls to 5-9, 0-4, and 2-6 in true road games. On behalf of Jacob Collins and our owners, Scott and Dale Menser, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.